What's up, everyone? Another TYSK report is here, so let's not waste any time and dive right in. TRON1 robot extends its reach with a new optional arm. With the latest expansion kit, TRON1 owners can now add a single arm to the top of the platform. Limx Dynamics said it is aiming the robot at research applications focused on humanoid embodied AI and mobile manipulation research. The platform is fully functional out of the box and offers a low-cost option for research labs looking for a ready-to-run platform. When TRON1 is equipped with a robotic arm, researchers and developers can easily study the three major areas of mobile operation, whole body control, and motion planning. Alternatively, TRON1 can be equipped with an NVIDIA NX high computing module and a high-performance pickup module. Limx Dynamics said this add-on supports voice wake-up, voice control, and other functions to help the development of voice interactions and enhance anthropomorphism and scene adaptability. The company added that TRON1 is suitable for upgrades around education, human-machine interaction, and navigation. So what I really like about this TRON1 robot is how versatile it can be. It has the capabilities of being used for 3D mapping, and just imagine all the other parts of the world that can't be mapped using other robots or drones. Companies would be able to strap on those wheels and have this robot go through different areas where the signal's not great, or even those parts of land with lots of trees that can make it difficult for other robots or a drone to maneuver. And I do believe that something like this could be put into a robotic circus of being able to just jump around, do different flips and tricks. But that's not all. In addition to that, with adding this robotic arm, you can add something like this psionic bionic hand, and you could easily turn this TRON1 into a money-making machine, putting it in rock, paper, scissors battles with people and other robots. Simbe upgrades vision platform with AI-powered capabilities. Simbe Robotics recently announced advancements to Simbe Vision, the computer vision technology behind its Tally robots. The San Francisco-based company said these enhancements allow its customers to move beyond identifying problems to implementing AI-driven actions that optimize store operations with precision and efficiency. The company said Simbe Vision enhances its inventory technology with several new capabilities. Simbe developed these partnerships with its major retail clients. They include low stock on-shelf detection, comprehensive shelf intelligence, breakthrough inventory monitoring, product recognition and similarity detection, shelf-to-stock comparison, and automated shelf tag verification. Simbe Vision delivers continuous full store visibility with 98.7% SKU level identification accuracy and over 99.3% shelf condition recall. Overall, shelf condition precision exceeds 99%, so retailers can trust the data and recommendations they receive. Simbe claimed it has analyzed over 60 billion retail shelf images to date, providing real-time data on inventory levels, pricing, and product displays. The company expects to process twice as many images in 2025 as in 2024, helping retailers worldwide make quicker and more informed decisions. In addition, Simbe's computer vision system can scan 5,400 items per hour, providing real-time data to enable store teams to respond quickly to inventory issues. The system detects up to 10x more out-of-stock items compared to manual audits. So with this news from Simbe, I did mention often that these companies are going to continue to work on these different robotic devices and enhance them and make them better. Even though I spoke about this company and other companies a while back, it doesn't mean that these companies aren't executing on their vision to not only make these Tally robots better, but also find ways to give it more use cases. And if you've been in Walmarts and Targets and other stores where you see this robot just going through aisle to aisle, if you were not familiar with what that type of robot was, you now have a little bit more insight of what that robot is doing in the store. Foxconn to deploy AI robot to ease global nurse shortages. Foxconn believes it can ease their projected shortfall of over 4 million nurses by 2030 with healthcare solutions like AI robot Nurabot. Nurabot is a collaborative nursing robot or cobot designed to shoulder the burden of time-sapping and physically tiring jobs like ferrying medication and samples around hospital wards. The grand vision is to weave these applications together, transforming hospitals into intelligent hubs powered by NVIDIA's physical AI, all built on a clever three-pronged computing strategy that That strategy entails trained and fine-tuned AI models on dedicated supercomputers, digital twins that become the testing ground for planning, validation, and robotic training, and nimble edge computing systems that allow for rapid AI decision-making. Pioneering this shift are several prominent Taiwanese healthcare institutions, including Taichung Veterans General Hospital, Baishatong Tung Hospital, Mazu Hospital, and Cardinal Tien Hospital. They're embracing Foxconn's smart hospital solutions not to replace clinicians, but to empower them in a bid to elevate patient care. Co-developed by Foxconn and Japanese industrial giant Kawasaki Heavy Industries, the robot is a sophisticated blend of the Fox Brain LLM for natural interaction, virtual honing through Isaac for healthcare, and rapid onboard processing thanks to the NVIDIA Holoscan sensor processing platform running on an NVIDIA Jetson Orin device. Foxconn estimates that once Nurabot is fully integrated into clinical workflows, delivering medications, whisking away specimens for testing, and patrolling wards, it could slash nurses' workloads by up to 30%. During the busy visiting hours, Nurabot even helps guide patients and visitors, taking some of the administrative strain off frontline staff. And when night falls and staffing levels are naturally lower, it's hoped Nurabot can help pick up some of the slack to ensure continuous support. And with that last statement, I do believe that that is going to take place with this Nurabot. I can just imagine how this Nurabot would be able to help those individuals working in hospitals, giving them more energy and time back to truly provide care for those patients in those hospitals. Also, I do believe that when humanoid robots are going to be around in the future, they are going to be in the hospitals working with this Nurabot, changing the landscape and the idea of healthcare into something futuristic. Google is bringing Gemini to Chrome so it can answer questions about your open tabs. Google's Chrome browser is the latest major product from the company to get its own built-in Gemini features. Recently at the Google I/O event, the company detailed its plans to bring its AI assistant to Chrome. The company envisions its assistant as being able to help out with tasks that may normally require switching between several open tabs or scrolling around to different parts of a web. For example, Google showed off how Gemini can give advice about potential modifications for dietary restrictions while looking at a recipe blog. Gemini in the browser could also come in handy while shopping, as it can answer specific questions about products or even summarize reviews. To start, Gemini will only be able to answer queries about a single open tab, but the company plans to add multi-tab capabilities in a future update. This would allow the assistant to synthesize info across multiple open tabs and answer even more complex questions. Gemini in Chrome will also have Gemini Live capabilities for anyone more comfortable conversing with the assistant using their voice. Gemini is starting to roll out to Chrome users on Mac and Windows, beginning with AI Pro and AI Ultra subscribers in the United States. So one thing I like about using Google Search is how when I put a question in, the AI overview gives me a direct answer, but lots of the time it was all about asking a question related to another tab that was open. Now with having this AI assistant, I think it's going to really make things a lot better for individuals like myself who use Google Search to not have to go to Google Search as much, but being able to ask the AI assistant that specific question that I have in relation to that tab. And because of where things are going and all the changes that are happening when it comes to technology, I do believe in the future AI assistants are going to come with the browser that you download. It might just come installed with the new laptop that you get from Apple, Microsoft, and others. Microsoft wants to tap AI to accelerate scientific discovery. At the company's Build 2025 conference earlier this week, Microsoft announced Microsoft Discovery. Microsoft Discovery is an enterprise agentic platform that helps accelerate research and discovery by transforming the entire discovery process with agentic AI, from scientific knowledge reasoning to hypothesis formulation, candidate generation, and simulation and analysis. The platform enables scientists and researchers to collaborate with a team of specialized AI agents to help drive scientific outcomes with speed, scale, and accuracy using the latest innovations in AI and supercomputing. Microsoft is one of the many AI labs that's bullish on AI for science, but many researchers don't consider AI today to be especially useful in guiding the scientific process, largely due to its unreliability. Part of the challenge in developing an AI scientist is anticipating an untold number of confounding factors. AI might come in handy in areas where broad broad exploration is needed, like narrowing down a vast list of possibilities, but it's less clear whether it can do the kind of out-of-the-box problem solving that leads to bona fide breakthroughs. Microsoft hopes that its effort will fare better than those that came before it. So the interesting thing about this news is how Microsoft was working on a quantum chip, and I do believe that with quantum computing technology, it's going to give something like the Microsoft Discovery platform a boost to not only speed up broad exploration, but also get to a point where it's going to make scientists feel a lot confident in using something like the Microsoft Discovery platform for a lot more than just narrowing down a list of possibilities. And I do think that other companies are also working on something like this, so it's only a matter of time before someone creates that AI scientist that real scientists are going to love. Drone company exits stealth and unveils aircraft with helicopter-like capabilities. Silicon Valley startup Sci-Fly recently exited stealth mode and unveiled two drone models that it said will revolutionize the industrial drone sector by bringing aircraft with helicopter-level capabilities to market. Both all-electric platforms, the Q12 and its heavy-lift cousin, the Q250, combine the hover capabilities of traditional quadcopters and the distance range of fixed-wing drones, plus an unprecedented amount of airtime. With a 10-pound payload, the Q12 can provide continuous hover for 2 hours or forward travel for 3 for a total operational range of 90 miles. The Q250 can carry up to 200 pounds for 100 minutes. A unique attribute to Sci-Fly's drones is its patented torque rotor design, which allows them to go from a relatively small 30-pound takeoff weight to potentially hundreds of pounds. Another feature is the ability of the drone's blades to auto-rotate like those of a helicopter. This allows the aircraft to slowly descend in a controlled manner in the event of a power failure instead of just falling from the sky, which opens up a new safety paradigm for larger unmanned systems that can be held to safety standards similar to those of traditional aircraft. Looking ahead, Sci-Fly will conduct beta testing in the third quarter to collect user feedback, fix bugs, and make final preparations for production. Information on pricing and purchase availability should be released this summer, with deliveries taking place towards the end of the year. So that's a nice little drone update from Sci-Fly, and more drone companies are going to continue to pop up in the news, and we're going to hear more about how drones are being used for other purposes in different industries. So it's only a matter of time before you are either walking or driving and you see a drone like Sci-Fly flying above your head or above the hood of your car. Fender just launched its own free DAW software for recording music. The iconic instrument and amp maker Fender is diving deep into the digital domain. The company announced Fender Studio, an all-in-one music creation software platform. It's basically a digital audio workstation, but one that's intended for newbies. Players can select from a wide variety of digital amp recreations. These include some real icons like the 65 twin reverb guitar amp, the Rumble 800 bass amp, the 59 Bassman, the Supersonic, the SWR Redhead, and several more. Along with the amp models, the software comes with a bunch of effects inspired by iconic Fender pedals. There's a vintage tremolo, a stereo tape delay, a small hole reverb, a triangle flanger, a compressor, and an overdrive and distortion. There's an integrated tuner and plenty of effect presets for those who don't want to fiddle with virtual knobs. The software includes several dedicated effects for vocalists. There's a detuner, vocal transformer, and a vocoder, in addition to standard stuff like compression, EQ, reverb, and delay. As for the nuts and bolts of recording, the arranger can currently handle up to 16 tracks. Fender Studio is available on just about everything. There's a version for Mac, Windows, iOS, Android, and Linux. Flying vehicle hits milestone by transitioning to forward flight. Canadian electric vertical takeoff and landing vehicle maker Horizon Aircraft has conducted a transition to forward flight. The Horizon vehicle took off vertically and then transitioned to horizontal flight, a critical test for an eVTOL vehicle. The pilotless test was conducted using a large-scale prototype. The next logical step for Horizon would be to conduct the same test with a full-scale prototype before moving to piloted testing. Helicopter operator Discovery Air Chile expects the Cavret X7 electric aerial vehicle to reduce transfer times for passengers, patients, and critical goods while reducing costs. Horizon has completed hundreds of flight tests with its large-scale prototype, and the 7-seater Cavret X7 is a hybrid eVTOL vehicle being being developed for completion in 2026.